Yeah.
There we go. Hey y'all, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hey Andre. Hey Candy Love, Michelle.
No.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Let me turn this little music down so y'all can hear me. Hold on a second. All right. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a little thumbs up or something. You know what I mean? So you know, so I know if you can hear me okay. Hey Brandon. Brandon, can you hear me? Just want to make sure my microphone working. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I always have to check because you know my stuff be a little janky over here. But you know, I'll be trying. All right, let's get on into it. I got my homegirl here banging on my door. So let me turn this music off. Okay, I got my homegirl here banging on my door. Bam, bam, bam. So let me see what she talking about.
I was
Hey,
bamming on the door
I
and
know.
dancing to the music in the background.
I
Okay.
know. I was in jamming, so I ain't hear.
I told you this theme music was hot. You better keep
I
it for
know.
a while. I told you it got that Tribe Called Quest sound. That's why I
That's
like
great.
it so much.
It's like a little jazzy type of thing. Isn't it?
It remind me of Tribe Called Quest when I hear it. Like I could hear
All right.
Q-Tip and Fife on that track.
I just got to
I'm just
get
saying.
with my well, I'm gonna change my thing. Yeah, I'm just gotta get better with my intros and all that. But I'm gonna get it together. I'm
You
all over
coming
the place.
along, coming along.
It's
Stop it.
yeah. I'm doing best I can. I'm doing best I can. And our other homegirl, Tamika, will. She said she
She'll be
run a
here
little bit late.
shortly.
She dealing with some things right now, but she'll pop in if she can. But in the meantime,
Okay.
we're gonna hold it down. Hey,
All
Pete
right.
Bronson. Hey, Pete Bronson been hanging in there with all our pages lately. Hey, Pete Bronson. Sally, what's going on? Our Puff Puff Pass is here. Lemon Kush.
Uh-huh.
RC. Oh, Bumpy will definitely be pissed off in this next episode. Yes, I know. We're gonna get to that, Brandon.
He
We're
gonna
gonna
be
get to
pissed off.
mm-hmm. Roshandria. Hey. So thank you everybody for coming out. I didn't even get a chance to put it on the out there in the Discord and the community tab, whatever. But oh, you say you at work? Okay, the good. Well, look, yeah, don't get no. We don't
I
want to
hope
get
you
you
got us in your
fired.
ears, Pete Johnson.
Yeah, I
You
don't
got
want to
us
get
in
you
your ear,
fired.
right? We ain't trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, we don't make enough money on YouTube to take care of you if you get
You
fired
know
now.
what I'm saying? Look, you're gonna be on your own, brother or sister.
Right. Right. Yes. Oh, please, through what Living Kush said, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please do all the things. Please do all the things.
Put us
But
up
let's
in
get
that
this.
algorithm, y'all.
Yeah, right. Right. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold on one second. Okay. So before we get on into it, how do you like this episode?
Yo, I was shocked at what happened. And you know what you call it had us spoiled where we think we got it all figured out. The movie Hoodlum. And the movie Hoodlum and what's the other one? Hold up. American Gangster got us mixed up thinking they gonna start out as friends.
Yeah,
But
I like to know I like to know the real true story, because even all of those two movies, even though we love both of those movies, but they still Hollywood's version. They not really true. And they said that even when Denzel said that when he did the movie, he said, some stuff is accurate, and some stuff, they embellish some stuff. So I like to know a real true story, because did he really have any beef with Bumpy in real life? I mean, in real life. So, because he's an asshole right now. Right now, y'all, I don't like Frank Lucas right now.
Nah,
maybe
I don't
down
like
the
him
line I'll like him,
either.
but I don't like him right now.
I
He's
don't
on my
like him
last
either.
nerve.
I don't like him either. I'm so he's handsome. Don't get me wrong. And
Oh yeah,
whoever
no, he look eye candy now. He nice to look at.
and whoever that chick is he messing with, she's the one that's putting the bad ideas in his damn head.
Right. The girl play Aisha on the other show, right? We got Tamika.
Well, what other show? Here. Hey, Tamika.
She play Aisha on Raising Canaan.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's her.
That's her. Yeah. That's the same actress.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's her. Because when I first saw it, because you wasn't here with us when it was just Tamika and I.
That's when I was away.
No, you was traveling or whatever. You was actually coming back from Texas.
I was coming back.
Right. So Tamika and I talked about it, because I said, Tamika, damn, this girl look familiar. And then everybody kept saying, "Oh, that's a homegirl from the." I said, "Yeah, y'all right. Yeah." And the more I keep looking at it, it's her. Yeah, it's her for sure. Yeah. How you doing, Tamika?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I know that's
this
right.
episode had me aggravated, child. Frank irks my nerves every single damn episode, but it was a couple other people that was irking my damn episodes in here too. And we called it with Chance. We said Chance's ass was gonna be in danger.
Yeah. I said that too.
And she's always late. I said that at the beginning of the season, episode 1. I said they definitely, in both this show and American Gangster, they definitely made the real guy, like, they helped him. I just say that in the looks department. If you look at the picture of the real guy, he wasn't that attractive. But yeah, this brother here, this Frank Lucas is a nice looking guy. But however, he's on my damn last nerve. Like, I'm ready to throw him in this inferno behind us, okay? Because I'm about sick of him. I'm had enough of him already. And we just getting the beginning of it. So if he don't turn, he got to turn something around. We halfway through this. No, we already halfway. We in episode 5. Like, he got to turn things around.
What's gonna make?
I'm curious.
What y'all think gonna make him turn things around?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Moochie.
Because I don't want to say it's all Frank Lucas. Bumpy's being kind of like giving this kid a hard way to go too. He could have just put him down with his crew and left it at that. And I thought I think that test with him taking the stuff from Joe, what's his name? Joe
Colombo.
Joe Colombo, for him taking his supply. I think that was a test. And then once he took the stuff and mixed it where it wasn't pure no more, I think that's what pissed Bumpy off, where he don't want to really mess with him like that. What's y'all take?
Brandon, no, that's not the first girl. This is Aisha, the girl that Jukebox is messing with. That's not the girl that Kanan was messing with. In season 1 or 2 or whatever it was. That's not her. Yeah, this is Jukebox girl.
That girl, she's on Forever.
That girl's on another thing. Yeah.
She's in Forever, the one that played Davina.
Yeah, she's been on Greenleaf or some other stuff back in the day too. Yeah,
and she was in The Craft too. I like that girl.
Okay, yeah. But yeah. So here he go. Frank talking to Joe Colombo, asking for some work, asking for a job. Do he got any work for him? And do y'all think it's a good idea for him to be working with him like this?
Nope.
Doing any kind of jobs for him?
Nope.
He don't care. He just gonna go to whoever's, got some money for him. He like he said, he need money.
Yep. He fresh off the bus, so they think he a country bumpkin. The Harlem dudes.
No, but what happened to the bricks he had? Did he gave them back to Bumpy, right?
He gave them back to Bumpy, but they was cut. He took some of the supply.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, Candy.
Yeah. Hey, Candy love. Yeah, this was I don't think it's a good move for him to get involved with Joe Colombo, but that's what he did, asking for a job. And he told him to go see Big Earl, the cement guy, and tell him he had to pay him $1,000 a week if he don't stop pouring cement for Bumpy Johnson. And back in the 60s, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money now to give somebody $1,000 a week, but back then that was like
a lot.
That was, people could live like a long time off $1,000 back in the day, So, when he went to go see Big Earl, thinking he was going, talk some shit to him, and Earl was just going to listen, but Earl was like, "Man, get the hell out of my damn face." You know what I'm saying? Big Earl was like, "Get the hell on out of my face." And he said, "Who you think you roughing up and talking crazy to?" Earl was about that, ready to give him a 2-piece and a biscuit, but he pulled out that damn switchblade. He loved pulling out that switchblade.
So do Bumpy.
Yeah. Bumpy.
That's why you could tell they from down south, both of them.
But Bumpy ain't used it recently, but he used to use it all the time. Remember, he used to use that switchblade all the time. But he done so he done stabbed him up in the stomach. Damn, Big Earl gone. So we then we go over to I love when we got Chance and Pettigrew, and so his Tamika, his name is Nate, but nobody calls him Nate. His name is Nate Pettigrew, but so we kept on trying to. One day we trying to figure out.
But Pettigrew is the one with the afro, right?
Right, that's what I'm the afro.
Chance is the other one.
Yeah, we was calling him Pedigree. We was calling him Pedigree.
Okay.
We was calling him all kind of names. But it's Pettigrew. His last name is Pettigrew, but his first name is Nate, but nobody calls him Nate. Yeah. But Pettigrew and Chance, I love when they talking to each other, y'all, because they be. It was some Chance makes me laugh. He is one of my favorite characters on here. Like, he really makes me laugh. He just talk shit. He's just a funny character, and he about putting in that work too. So exactly. I really like him. Yeah, they like a comedy duo. These two, they like, when they sitting there at the construction site, all black people, everybody, working together to get this casino going, and and then they sitting there having a good time. It was what Chance say, it's a beautiful day, everything is wonderful. They thought everything was going great. They was like, shout out to Big Earl and the concrete guy, and the next thing you know, Big Earl is down in the cement. He down in the cement. They's like, oh, we got a problem. They rush over and he is covered in the cement. Gone. Rest in peace to Big Earl. So I don't know what, this was not, what's his name shouldn't have did this. What's his name? Frank Lucas. But
he did him dirty.
He don't give a damn. He really don't.
No. And I want to see how this pans out, because I thought at first Chance got taken out where all those bodies was dropping. And then I said, oh, he took him. I had to go back and watch it again because I thought he was gone. And look at how they did this dude. They did him dirty too.
That's right. Okay. She always lay said, do y'all think Bumpy was having second thoughts on the casino in that particular location? I mean, having second thoughts about putting that casino.
No, because Bumpy
don't want to keep going.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck on this. He's like, any means necessary.
No, he was like, no. He told him we got to find another plan. So yeah, I mean, he's like, nah, he fought hard to get this little piece of land. So
Mhm.
uh
I
and
think if he would have just cut what you call it in, he wouldn't have the problems he having. But
that's
Yeah, but
what
he don't want to
that's
do that. That's the thing, and that's
and that's
what
yeah, he
Chance
don't want
kept
the
trying to
tires.
talk to him.
Yeah,
yep.
Chin tried to get in, and now Columbo wants to get in, and
Mhm.
but he Columbo now. So Frank just did the do took out Big Earl, and then he get his $1,000 in the envelope, and he's trying to get so I think he just wanted one job from Columbo. He didn't want to be on the payroll, but and Columbo offered him to be on the payroll, and he acted like he didn't want that. um but Frank is going to end up being on payroll anyway. We saw that he going to end up being on payroll anyway, but I guess he want to be like freelance where he just do a job and get some money. Frank is on my last nerve. He really is on my last nerve.
Yeah, he getting
So,
on my nerve too.
yeah, Omar says, tell Elise, don't come back and see me again. Do not come back no more. Would y'all keep going back to see Omar?
No, he said don't come back.
Now, if your man was locked up in prison, Mooch, and he tell you don't come back, you you ain't coming back.
Nah.
Now, if he tell me not to come, I'm gonna say, no, I'm gonna stay away. So they finally put Omar in what, protective custody or somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Bumpy made that happen.
Bumpy made it happen, right?
I need to get my cushion. I can't even see y'all myself on camera. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, because I thought it was me. I'm lowering my camera,
It's
and then
my
I think it.
behind.
Oh, okay. And I'm
sit
sitting
on
low.
my cushion.
Yeah, I'm short too. That's why I be having to fix my chair and
See, now
everything.
y'all can see me, right?
Right.
I'm a little lady, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, Brandon. Omar is lucky that Bumpy is protecting him. What you think about that, Tamika? Is Omar lucky?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he literally saved him by the skin of his teeth, because Elise kept begging him. And then at first she was like, oh, thinking it's her fault. And he like, no, actually, I'm saved because of him. But he looked like he was mad about it. Like he wanted to be up out of here.
Exactly. He
I
seemed
think
like
so,
he
because
mad.
I think he being tortured.
Yeah, he seemed like he mad that Bumpy is protecting him.
He was like,
They
now the
treat him
word
like
is out.
Tory Lanez.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a whole nother thing, child. We got to do a trending topics on that. That's a
Of
whole nother
course.
conversation. Yeah, but that's what they were doing to him. They was doing the Tory Lanez to him. Yeah. And he almost didn't make it himself, Omar. So but now he's not getting messed with no more, and they're gonna move him to a different unit where he'll be more protected and all that. So but she
But it don't make no sense for her to keep coming back. His life is over. He's not getting out of there. So it's
no,
like you
because then
gonna
they
keep.
give him like a couple, like a life sentence or something.
Yeah. So how long you gonna keep coming back there to see him? You talking about some? Oh, look at my new hair. Do you like it? I'm with the Black Panthers now.
Yeah, I wonder what do. I mean, I know this is a side note or whatever. What do people do when their loved one is locked up for life? Do you keep? I mean, I ain't saying you can't hold the people down, but like,
yeah, some people hang in there, some people don't. A lot don't. So.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a long time, especially if you don't think you ever getting out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, that's, I don't know. I haven't been in that predicament with somebody in a life sentence. So that's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead and live her life.
I mean, if somebody got 5 or 10 years, I can see you may hang in there with them, but not the life. Like, so
not
I'm supposed to do. I gotta keep
football numbers.
Not no football numbers. Yeah, nah, And then you don't never move on with your life or do nothing. Yeah, he did the right thing by telling her just don't even keep coming back up there. So I don't know if we'll see Omar again. So I'm not sure. Wait a minute, what did they say? Nay, Batiste. No, Basquiat. Nay, Basquiat. I hear y'all, but I might be tight because by the looks of it, Elise about to move on mad fast. Oh yeah, no, she's moving
Well,
on.
what the
Yeah,
fuck she supposed to wait
yeah,
for?
she moving on. Yeah, they
Mm-mm.
yeah, she moving on. She moved on.
She
She got
Mm-mm.
already attracted to
she got
Obi.
yeah, she
I
got
Exactly.
don't understand what I'm talking
Ain't
about.
no sense of her
no
stopping her
his name
life. She ain't
his
locked up.
his name is Sadiq on here. Sadiq. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's nice chocolate brother. So she moved on. She is moving
Mm-hmm.
on. Um, so the Chance and Pettigrew came and told Bumpy that Big Earl is gone, and they said give the wife $10,000. That was a lot of money if somebody gave you $10,000. You talking about
Mm-hmm.
1965, 68,
Mm-hmm.
1970. $10,000 go a long way. Um, so look out for him, the wife and kids and all that. And that this one they was trying to come up with another plan. So no,
Mm-hmm.
Bumpy wasn't trying to give up the casino. He's trying to find plan B.
Yeah, he
You know.
wanted to know who else they could get some men from.
Oh, is it not that fast, Moochie? He could she could have eased into it.
Yeah, she
Talking
was
about Elise, she
speeding
could have
though.
eased into the next dude. Yeah.
She
Well, she ain't sleep with him yet.
speeding. You know what pissed me off? Well, no, I'm not going to. I almost put my track shoes on. Let me untie them and put them under
But
my
yeah,
desk.
she feels bad. Yeah, because how he was convicted and everything. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that's what that's about. Uh
But you know what though? In real
Mm.
life, he probably was one of the ones that just got released that didn't do it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we
That's
talked
no,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Tamika talked about that. Yeah,
That's
we
true.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I missed that conversation. I was on the road, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah, we kind of yeah, we
yeah, I
um
agree with you.
mm-hmm. And here, no, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all who can go in this fire is Pino. Pino is on my dad's nerve. I feel like I
Oh,
want to kick Pino in the dingaling. That's how I feel about Pino.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
over him. I've been over his ass.
Oh,
Like
and he
he
racist. He
don't
called
like
he
women
N
or
word.
black people.
No,
yo,
he using the N word like crazy, which that's what they
Mm-hmm.
did, and that's what they still
Mm-hmm.
do. The Italian,
I
So,
want Stella to take him out.
me too. But y'all, do y'all think Stella gonna sleep with Frank Lucas?
Probably. Would you be surprised? You know she like her little chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before she had milk chocolate, now this like little vanilla. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She will
Look,
hop right on it. Mm-hmm.
right. I think I could see it. I don't, just the way she be
Mm-hmm.
looking at him or something. I don't. I wonder if she gonna try to sleep with his ass. I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised.
I would definitely
Um,
not be surprised.
but she a black widow. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who get with
Now I
her,
don't know if he would be interested in her, but I definitely could see her being interested in him.
right, right, right. I see that too. Uh, oh, RC say called it weeks ago about
Oh
Steph
yeah, I remember you
calling
saying
for
that,
Frank. Yeah,
RC. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, Pino sitting there calling him the N word and talking all this stuff, just real racist and nasty. And they called Frank in to talk to him about why do we have to hear on the street about what happened to old Big Earl and with the concrete and all that. We saved your life and spared your life because you supposed to be coming to us and giving us information. We shouldn't have to hear it on the street. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Frank think he's smarter than everybody. He trying to play every damn body and stick
That's
his
what's
hands
gonna
in
get
all the
hurt.
pots. Mm-hmm.
That's why he keep getting punched up and all of that.
Exactly.
But let
So,
me ask y'all this
so if
question.
Stella does, she be as good as dead unless
Uh,
Chin come back.
do
Oh, go
y'all
ahead.
think she's gonna get with Frank?
I mean, that's what we're saying. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a possibility.
I think he'll use what he got to get what he want.
I
Oh
think he
yeah,
will sleep with her.
absolutely,
Yeah, not
absolutely.
fall in love with her, but just sleep with
Yeah.
her to get what he want. Of course, I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
do think he gonna
And
use
what's
what he
this
got to
guy
get what he
name
want.
again? That's with Stella, the
Oh,
racist one.
Pino.
Pino. He dumb as hell, but he trying to say how black people and women are dumb. That's the most
Yeah,
ironic
but
part of it
but
all.
he's real dumb. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
a reason why Chin left his daughter in charge. Like, even though Pino is supposed to be the face of the organization while Chin is away, but it's really Stella's running things. And it's a reason why, because she's smart. Well, she's smarter than Pino anyway. And Chin knew that. But they couldn't leave a woman in charge, so she really can't be the face. But he's always threatening him. He's always threatening Frank. He just don't like nobody black. So yeah, I laugh every time Stella put him in check. I know when she tell him to shut up and
she
sit down,
shut the F up.
Shut the F up. I know. I laugh too. That's what I'm saying. It'll be some funny scenes in here. So Bumpy goes to see Columbo, and he tells him, what was this conversation? Oh, he went to tell him to pretty much look. He knows that he was behind. He know that he was behind Big Earl getting killed, getting taken out, and I guess he's telling him to back off. And this is when y'all was talking about Tamika. Somebody was mentioning this a few minutes ago, how he is pissed off because he went in. He says, "No way we're gonna let a black person just have all this, a casino in Harlem. It's like Las Vegas. What did he say? Las Vegas in Harlem." And he said, "Ain't no way they're gonna let a black man have all that." So I want a piece of the pie. Chin wanted it too. Maybe he wanted 50%.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this: if they bring Chin in or Columbo, Columbo, right?
Columbo.
If they bring either of them two in, that means all of the 5 families gonna want some. That means they're gonna start skimming the tilt and all of that. They're gonna be They're gonna be
everybody gonna get a piece of the pie.
That's why Bumpy don't want that.
He don't want them involved with this because they got their hand out enough and they getting too much.
We saw that on there was an episode of Sopranos when Tony Soprano and them was doing that same thing at a casino. They was coming there skimming and taking. They, what I'm saying, we saw that on many times.
That was with the Indians. Remember? They
with the Indians, right? With the neighbor, right. And they were doing that a lot. So I can see why you don't want nobody involved, none of them involved in your business. And no, this is something just for me. But you being a black man, they don't want you to have nothing just for you.
No.
It was gonna be all black construction, all black people working there. All the money stays in Harlem with black people. We don't want. They don't. Italians don't want that. They don't want us to be rich like that. They don't. Bumpy's man who got kidnapped ain't going to make it though. Frank is going to end up taking his spot by saving Bumpy's life. Okay, you jumping the gun. We ain't got there, but you right.
Yeah.
Do I need to write this down in my book, Antoine?
Yeah, right. Put that in. Yeah, that way, if Antoine is if it turns out it's right, we give Antoine the credit.
Yeah,
we were saying that from a couple weeks back though. We said that he have to go in order for Frank to take his place.
I did. I remember saying
that. Yeah, Chance or Pettigrew, somebody got to go. And not that we want them to go, but I'm thinking Pettigrew was gonna go. Not
That's what I thought it was. He seemed like the weakest link.
But Chance ain't gone yet. He just got kidnapped, so we don't know what's gonna happen yet. Man, that was this other one. Y'all know that was considered a trophy to sleep with a white lady. Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, it's still a trophy now. Look at Shannon Sharp and these people. That's how they look at it anyway. Especially Luke is coming from the dirty. She didn't say the dirty. She didn't say the dirty. I meant the deep country. I'm sorry. I'll read it all wrong. The deep country. Bumpy told Columbo that they would be at war if Columbo would stop messing with his project. Yes, right. Yeah, he said they were gonna go at war, and that ended up happening. They end up there going to war.
I think Antoine is right about the whole prediction with that. For the simple fact is, the last conversation him and Chance had, where he said he with him to the end. We getting ready to come to the end with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what's her name? Mamie. She's getting on my nerves too. Why are you so pressed to be
She
with
was
these?
another one getting on my damn nerves.
She's
Like,
on my nerves. You are so pressed to be with these racist, pompous, bougie ass white women. They are. I mean, like, oh yeah, she's on my nerves.
I'm glad that I know who the poet he's playing, because he be letting everybody know about him being black and he don't care.
Oh yeah, James Baldwin. Yeah, but that, hey, everybody loves Ebony. Everybody loves
loves
Ebony. I agree with this. They could have taken Pettigrew's ass. I love Chance. That's right. Chance, our man.
That's
Chance,
right.
our dude. We don't want Chance to go. Pettigrew could go. And and I like Pettigrew, but Pettigrew has done things that had gotten on. I never really. They could have taken Pettigrew out last season when he tried to steal from them. Yeah,
but that's why they did it that way, because Chance has been the voice of reason and the one that keeps it real with Pettigrew and with Bumpy. So they had to do the one that they know was gonna mess with your heartstrings.
We be like, oh no.
There's Chance is the MVP. He is all the time. He's always right there. Whatever Bumpy asks him to do, he's right there. He's with the shits. He's right there. And he's funny. He always got some funny lines. I mean, and he just don't take no crap, So I like him.
And he almost lost his woman he did lose his woman last season.
Remember yeah, that's right. I have to go back and rewatch that season. I didn't go back. Normally I go back and do a rewatch. And I didn't do my rewatch before this season started. I had to probably go back because I remember that. He did lose his, and that's the only time we really saw him with a woman too. He was in love with that chick.
He was.
Yeah. And Chance is Bumpy's oldest friend. Yeah, they've known each other since he said that when he was like 19 or 20 or something like that. They go way back. So, but this Mamie is on my nerves. Like she's really.
Yeah, she getting on my nerves.
She said, I know she's saying to Bumpy that what she's doing is important and everything. And I'm not saying having Harlem artists and all that. Of course, that's important. You know what I'm saying? Highlight now work and everything. Whether it's artists, music, poems, and all that. I get it, but it's like you putting up, you kissing you. No, you're not kissing. You licking this lady's ass. Like wow, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God, even Bumpy don't want to get involved with this old racist people. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he go to the lady talking about it's chamomile tea. Bitch, I have had chamomile tea. Like you act like you the only one drinking chamomile tea. You know? I want her to cuss these people out just one good time, but she's too poised, and that's why Elise can't get down with this kind of stuff. Because she's not about to.
She's not kissing nobody behind.
She's not like that. No. Oh, said Ghost did the same thing with Stern. Yeah. I mean, he was. Yeah. All because and Tasha saw that. Tasha caught that. Said, why you anybody else? You wouldn't let them talk to you like this. Why are you letting these people talk to you like that? But I don't know. And these people, they are just fascinated with black. You know how with black life and black people and all that. You know how them kind of people that just they fascinated by your hair. Maybe that was on that same episode of Power when they went to go. Can I touch your hair and all that? Man, please, you're not no pet. And that's how they treat Mamie, like she's a pet to me. That's how
she's a token. She's
like a token. Yeah. So Elise comes in. I did like this when they were hugging, daughter and father together and hugging and stuff. And she said, regardless, she loves her daddy and he loves her. They just don't always see eye to eye on everything. And he said he's just worried about her. He said he's worried about her. He don't want nothing. He said after we were so separated for all those years and now we back together, I just don't want nothing to happen to you. So he's worried about it. So he wants her to quit the Panthers, but she said she's not doing it. And he said, well, you can't come back around here as long as you with them people because I don't want this stuff around Margaret. Well, Margaret's already, you know, she already with it. And I could see Margaret actually getting her afro and marching them down the street. You know, I could see it. So let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I understand where he coming from when it's all
I can
up.
too.
And he like, listen, I already went through it with you. I almost lost you. Like, I don't want to lose you. I get it. I get what he's saying. And I think it's still respect. Their relationship has came a long way. Elise has came a long way. And, you know, she pretty much like, I'm grown. I made my decision, gave him his hug. Because at the end of the day, she still love him. He's still her father. He still love her. But he's just not with that part of it.
And he did say to Tamika that he understood where she coming from because he got beat up by cops before, busting the head. So he said, of course, I understand where you're coming from. And actually, I agree with what y'all saying. I just don't want to see you get killed. But she said she refused to just bow down to these racist pigs, and she ain't dealing with it, you know. And I agree with Mahogany Brown, and I'm gonna let Moochie talk.
Oh yeah,
I was done when she called last week. We talked about that Mahogany when she called him a little chocolate frog. I'm like, that okay, that was
so offensive to me.
It really was. It really was offensive.
They always could associate black people with animals, and you know what? Let me be quiet.
No, you're right. Yeah, most of the time I'm surprised she ain't I'm surprised she didn't say gorilla, but the reason why she said frog because James Baldwin did have big eyes. But but last time they called us monkeys and gorillas and stuff like that, you know. So
yeah,
you know, and Nay said I can't take the guy who played Ghostface Killer seriously on this show. I know
why. I think he did all right.
I think he's doing a good job, but I know what he means. It's he probably just laughing when he see it because he's thinking about
he played Ghostface so good.
Yeah, right. So what you I know you had to dip out for 1 second. What you think about the conversation between Bumpy and Elise when he was worried about her?
I think it was a real conversation. You always gonna worry about your children. But I think if something happened to her, he gonna retaliate. I hope that spot wasn't his fault. I hope everything she did. I want to know if he's gonna find out about it and what his reaction is gonna be.
Oh, he ain't gonna be happy when he find out.
Definitely not. And I hope that does not come back to him to make it seem like he's mixed up still and doing some
part.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then he go to Ghostface Killer. He talking about.
Let me go.
Wait a minute, let me look the picture bigger so I can see his face. So we got a
click on it and cover us.
Wait a minute, hang on a second.
In the corner.
Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong thing.
In the corner. Oh, you done clicked us out.
I know. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all done messed up. So y'all can see him bigger here. Elise. So when he told Bumpy, I'm sorry, got my words mixed up. Bumpy told Elise, you can't stay here if you're gonna be mixed up with the Panthers because I don't want Margaret, get involved or whatever. So she goes over to the apartment where a whole bunch of them are staying at, and this is when we get Sadiq. So now this is when we talked about she done moved on. She ain't think about Omar right no more.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she done moved on. So, and we got a Feeny, and we got the Ghostface Killer dude, whatever his name is, and this other guy. So forgive me, I don't have these brothers' names. All I know is Sadiq. The rest of them I don't remember their name.
So is one of them Tupac's father?
I
think it's gonna be Ghostface.
Yeah, I don't know because Tupac's biological father is a sort of a lighter brown guy.
That's why I'm
asking. Biological father, but the man who actually raised him is a dark skinned man, Metula. Rest in peace to Metula. And also today I got a little bit of what Tamika always saying, a little bit of
fun fact.
No fun fact. I saw that I was scrolling as I do all the time through Instagram. Today, May 13th was the day that Feeny got acquitted when she was part of this. This was the Panther 21. This was their group that they was with, and this was the day, May 13th. What was it, 1960 something? I can't remember the actual date. that they got acquitted, and which was a big deal. That was because she represented herself with no lawyer and against this racist system, and got out, and she got a whole bunch of other people out. Wasn't just herself. She got a whole bunch of people out. Like she stood up and represented a whole group of people. So people don't talk about her enough. You know what I'm saying?
So Inga, do you think that they're gonna loop Elisa in with the people that's getting locked up?
Oh, you know something? That might be because that's why the dynamite, and that's what they were accused of. They were accused of doing some robbery or some kind of bombing or something I forgot what it was. It was
they tried to bomb a police station.
Yeah, right? It was something like that. That as much as I have read about the real story, my brain is just fried right now. So, but I'll have the information next week. But they that's actually true. That's the reason why they went. Well, she found out she was pregnant while she was locked up.
Yeah.
So, do you think that they will show a feed? Maybe.
I think so.
If they keep the story going, they might. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they, but he was not born in prison, but she was pregnant in prison, and they didn't give her no proper care. I'm like, no proper treatment. No, they did the same thing with Asada Shakur. She was pregnant too when she was locked up, and they treated her same way, not giving her the proper, nourishment, a number. But that was done on purpose because they was hoping that they, to try to starve him, and so.
Elisa's probably gonna get tied up into this.
Oh yeah, they probably gonna write Elisa because Elisa's not a real character, I don't think. So they're gonna write it up in there like that.
So let me ask y'all this question before I'm gonna piggyback off of what Sally said. Do you think we're gonna see Asada? Because that book was fire too.
Oh, that's a good book, and I wish that somebody would do a documentary.
Turned me onto that book.
I read it way back in the day. I wish they would turn that into either a movie or at least a good documentary. I don't even know if I want to do a movie because they always mess up sometimes with these biopic. Sometimes they don't get it right, but a good documentary because her story, and she's still out there.
Yup.
Still out there. We ain't heard that she passed away. Nothing yet.
Woman has that she's in Cuba, I think.
Well, I heard she's moved since then, so she could be anywhere.
True, she probably in Africa by now.
Yeah, she's still on the FBI most wanted list to this day. This day, yeah, she could be. She had a whole. What's a book title? Oh, it's just Asada Shakur. That says it's Asada Shakur, and then there's a book on Afeni that I'm reading right now. That I don't have the book in front of me, but it's in the other room. But I'm reading a book on her, just little by little, because y'all be trying to read at night because I spend so much time watching damn TV. But I said, let me turn this TV on and try to read. I read a couple of pages. Next thing you know, I'm falling asleep. I'm trying to get back into reading though. It's just you got to have discipline to sit down, turn off the phone, get off the TV, and read. Yeah, because I used to be an avid reader. I used to read. I got a whole bookshelf here full of books, but I don't read like I used to. But I'm gonna get back into it.
Yeah, I started reading back into like it too.
I stayed at the library. I used to read all the time, to buy books all the time. But as soon as we got all these damn streaming platforms, next thing you know, I'm all into the damn TV now. So
that's the name of the book.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's just Asada. Yeah. I read a few books by a couple of the Black Panthers. Oh, hey, so you loving the live? Thank you. It said Bumpy should get Ali to come back to Harlem for the grand opening of the casino. That would be fire, because they was friends. Yeah, that would be good. We like the first one that they remember. Well, season one, I think a lot of us we complained about the first Ali they had chose.
Yeah, they got a new one.
He would. Oh no, we
was messed up with. We was mad about the Malcolm X thing.
When they but that Ali in the season one, he was too short. He didn't look nothing like Ali, or didn't. his man, I don't know, but something about him. I remember us complaining about it. Not a complaint, but we talked about it. But anyway, that's what they talking about, and they talking about doing something. But they talking about getting the guy who looked like Ghostface. He's against all this. He don't want to.
He's like a peaceful dude.
Yeah, but he said, look, we barely had enough money to scrape together to get Asada out of jail. Now we're gonna be trying to do something else, and then everybody get locked up, and how we gonna get everybody out? So they just having their little war council going back and forth trying to figure something out. But that hey, it's going. I think it's gonna get crazy. And I think Elite's gonna get caught up in this mess. So and here we got another funny scene with Chance and Pettigrew. They always, and when they together, it's like freaking Cheech and Chong or something. They just always funny. They do have some funny lines. They tease each other back and forth all the time. They tease each other.
They like brothers.
They like brothers. I like them together. Yeah. And then, okay, y'all, I forgot. I didn't write down the old man's name. Just the guy who was replacing Big Earl with the concrete. What was his name? This old man. Does anybody in the chat remember this old man name? I can't remember his name. So, but anyway, this guy was going to be the replacement, like the plan B, to try to get the concrete. But of course, that ain't go right, but at this point right here, we didn't know what was going to happen. But we know that went left. That went all the way left with this man. So, this is a funny scene. Bumpy sitting at his desk working, Elise coming in with her green dress on, and he said, you find this fish sticks. I fell out loud. I said, I ain't never heard nobody say you find this fish sticks. That's a new one for me, Mooch. To me, you find this fish sticks. And he said, I know you ain't wear that dress for Baldwin because you be wasting your time. I knew what he meant without saying it. And he said, you wasting your time if you wore that dress for Baldwin. And she looked at him like, please. It was just funny. It was just a funny scene. I caught, find this fish sticks. I never heard that one before. Because I ain't never look at fish sticks. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, this is when she's gonna meet up with James Baldwin to try to talk to him about doing some type of I won't say poem, but some kind of conversation for these old bougie ass white women, There's another funny scene when they getting ready to break into they were breaking into this fenced in area where they had trucks because they were going to take whose trucks were these they were stealing? Was it Columbo's trucks?
Yeah,
that's why I thought they were Columbo's trucks. I mean, y'all could anybody tell me if I'm wrong in the chat or whoever, but I think they were Columbo's trucks that they were stealing, and they was going to just change the plates and change and paint it. To try to make it look different. Brandon said James Baldwin got on my nerves in this episode. Why, Brandon? Give me some feedback as to why. So, and now we got James Baldwin. They at the dine, so the Mamie's meeting with James Baldwin, and she's trying to tell him to just tone things down. Don't be so aggressive. Basically, don't talk about race and all that with these women, these old racist women. And then Delia, she comes over to pour some coffee, and he wanted to get some more coffee. And she said, you ain't getting no more coffee because you owe me $20 from when we was gambling the other night. I'm like, yeah, run me my money. Okay. Run me my money. He gave her the $20 though. And then she didn't get that cup. She didn't pour that cup of coffee until he gave up that $20.
You know?
So we're seeing a lot of this lady we seeing a lot of this lady, but she's the next episode. I think something. I read the description. Something's going to happen with her other son. So, and I think the Black Panthers are going to get involved or something from what I saw in the description of the next episode. So we're not done with this waitress Delia. We're not done with her. Y'all got any thoughts about her or the scene? Nothing real special happened, but it was just a conversation.
I mean, I laughed at her saying, "Give me my money," but Brandon, that's not who James Baldwin is. So for me, Mamie played herself with even asking him to do that. She, in that moment, she was giving me,
she was
you
giving
ain't
me,
got
she
the
trying
sense
to
God
appease
gave a roach.
He said
Because
he
James
didn't do what
Baldwin,
Mamie told him to do, but he's not.
she
He's his
is, but
own
that's
man.
not who he. That's
But
not who
he's
he
his own
is. He's
man.
only
She
gonna
can't
speak
tell
his
him
mind.
what to do.
Right.
She wanted him to act like he was
Right.
ashamed to be in
Just
black.
because that's what she
Right.
want to do.
Right.
No, because she told him, "Oh, go in there and say something hopeful." But that, I mean, you know that that's not who he is. He gonna say what he want to say. Even when her and Bumpy was first at his thing, you see, he called Bumpy out. He don't give a damn who it is. He gonna speak his truth. If he would have did what she said, he would have been being phony, and that's just not who he was. That's not how he came across. So I feel like she should have known that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing, is that she's doing a lot for these white women, and you're not being yourself. And these white women just looking at him as a pet anyway.
Exactly.
They don't really care about the cause of black people and the plight that black people go through. And I love, see the title in here. When I first saw the title, Concrete Jungle, I didn't catch it, but I now understand it. Concrete is from, it's two things. One is the concrete of the, the casino and all that, but also the jungle, concrete jungle, talking about the hood, you know what I'm saying? With the stuff that people got to go through on the streets, and it is like a jungle, trying to maneuver
exactly. It's like a jungle sometimes.
You make you wonder how I keep going under.
Exactly.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. That's right.
Oh, these last two comments, can you highlight Brandon's first? Because I want to answer
this
that
one right
question.
here.
If anything does happen to the waitress, Bumpy might step in because that's Mamie friend. Not only Bumpy, that will unite him and Stella again. Because that's Stella Hart right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stella. Because Stella, she liked that lady because of Teddy and all that.
Yep, that's Teddy mama.
And
what Antoine said, that comment is a good one too. Underneath it.
Oh yeah,
she been advising her.
He called her Frankie Lyman, meaning Teddy. Yeah, I could see her as her consigliere for the black people, so that way she know how to deal with them.
Because whenever she got concerns or something, what did she do? She come there to drink a cup of coffee and sit there and talk to her. They're sitting there eating cookies and talking at the restaurants. Yeah, so y'all right. I agree with that. Well, Elise is, staying there at the apartment with all the Panthers, but in the middle of the night, she tried to see if she can sneak out. I don't know how she thinks she was going to sneak out. It's about 10, 15 people up in that damn apartment. Somebody going to hear you. Especially, y'all know, and Tamika, these apartment doors, it be loud. They be creaking. I had to put some WD-40 on my damn door because the door was making so much noise one day. I was like, So, yeah, I don't know how she thought she was going to get up out of there. But Afrini saw her and said, where you going? And she said, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm thinking about my daughter. She said, look, we're doing this for your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess taking down these racist pigs, it's for the children. It's for the children, and the Panthers were about the kids. They were about, it wasn't about themselves. That's why they put their life on the line. It wasn't about them. It was about everybody else. So, then I guess Feeney also told her too, you do it for us as well. You know what I'm saying? Well, look, oh, when she mentioned her, who was there for you when they was beating on your daughter at that damn elementary school, or middle school, high school, whatever it was. When they was beating on your daughter, who was there for us? It was us. So I guess I almost like put a little bit of guilt in it too, right, Moochie or Tamika? That you got to help us out because we helped you out.
Definitely was like, listen, we was there for you, so now you supposed to be here for us, and at least was conflicted. I would be conflicted too, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't trying to go nowhere to blow nothing up. Y'all gotta do that on y'all.
Yeah, I mean, that be the day I'm like, I got cramps, I can't go. I'd be like, oh, I'm still see, y'all can't find me, so. Afeni was having second thoughts when she first joined the Panthers. That's what she told Elite.
Yeah, she did tell her that.
Yeah,
she said she had her different thoughts too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it smelled like corn chips up in there. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of them in there.
Yeah.
All up in that apartment. So everybody smelled like corn chips.
Funky feet.
And one bathroom and all about 10, 15 people in that apartment.
You went from living on not Park, living in one of those high class buildings to come in here because you want to follow these people.
Yeah. Oh, then let me ask y'all. I guess more Tamika, because Tamika, you be around Harlem, or you was from Harlem too, right? You lived in Harlem, right? Is that apartment building that they keep showing Lennox?
Yeah, it's still here.
Is that still there?
I just went past there like a couple of weeks ago. I think it was after we did episode 1, and I was thinking about it. Yep.
Yo, next time, if you do go past there, take a picture.
Okay. Yeah, if you happen to go past there, if you can take a picture, because I was wondering. I meant to ask you that even the last episode or two. I've been meaning to ask you that. Is that building still there? Is that a real building and all that?
Yeah, it's still there. I used to have a cousin that lived in there, and I used to go to the swimming pool across the street from there. That was the younger days, but yeah.
Now is that neighborhood gentrified now?
Yes.
That building, the building and all around there is a gentrified. Now I'm sure
definitely gentrified around here.
I'm sure, yeah.
But I know I wasn't here for the last one, but when they was trying to do those buildings and the black guy was gonna help them, they was gonna knock down the Apollo.
Right.
Yes, right. Oh my God.
They wanted to turn it into a parking lot. Me and Tamika went off on that shit.
Like, what?
It was gonna be Percy's parking garage or some shit like that. I was like, where?
Not in this lifetime. Sure.
Yeah, no, that would have been devastating if that really happened in real life.
I know.
Back then, now they not doing that. Now it's an historical place and all that.
It's a landmark, so
it's a landmark now. Yeah, but back then, had they did it, that would have been terrible.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But look, if they could take it now, they probably would. Cheeto here probably try to find a way to take it and put his name on it or something. So that's how they do. That's how they do. Well, this is where they got them trucks that they stole, and they trying to paint them and change the plates and all that. And Bumpy goes to try to check on them. And I like that Chance had a conversation with him. He seemed like he listens to Chance. Do y'all think so?
He do, and I think that's gonna really crush him if something happens to Chance, because their last words that they had together when he said, I don't agree with you. He telling him he think it's a bad idea because they're gonna be coming at him for all angles, and you're not gonna be able to do this business by yourself. You're gonna have to bring them in.
Yeah, he been telling us since last episode too that it's no way to get around not working with these Italians. It's no way of getting around it. Because if it ain't Colombo or Chin Giganti, it's another one. It's always gonna be one of these people. So there's no way of getting around. I mean, he said that doesn't make you a loser. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make it's not. I think Chance is trying to be more the voice of reason about it, and Bumpy was still like, no, so. But he listens to him, even though he does his own thing. But Bumpy still, at least he doesn't give him any pushback, about it. And Sally, yeah, they still do stuff at Apollo. Apollo be having shows and everything up there. There still be stuff going on.
They still perform there. They still have groups there.
Yeah, they got stuff. They be having concerts there. They be having comedy shows.
Yeah, they still have
concerts. Yeah, I mean, now what's gentrified about it is that when I started hearing they having the white people started going up in there like that. They were having white groups and white rock groups and stuff. I'm like, okay, I mean, that's what you know how it is when they started bringing their stuff up in there. Then it just changes.
I'm trying to figure the best time. I remember when I used to go there and I know Tamika could probably vouch for me with this one. I went there in the late 80s, early 90s. I went there a couple of times. And that's when the dudes, the hustlers, used to be in the balcony throwing money to the people that was they're showcasing their talent. If they was good, you would see those hustlers throwing wads of money down there. And I never seen that. But once it started coming on TV, that's when they stopped doing that.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to the Showtime at the Apollo, or just go to anything at the Apollo. I mean, and I would go now if something's going on, and I'll come up to New York, and if it's something at the Apollo, I would definitely go. I definitely would go. So
we supposed to be going to a Broadway show though.
I know we ain't put that together yet.
We gonna put it together.
Once we get, there's a lot of things going on right now. Tamika got stuff going on. You got stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Once things settle down a little bit, we gonna do it. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what Antoine said. I wonder if the young version of Frank Lucas is going to run across the young version of Nikki Bonds. Yeah, we talked about that. If they could get greenlit for next. I haven't heard it yet, but they could get greenlit for another episode. Season. Mm-hmm. Because they could take this into Nikki Bond's story too.
Definitely. Frank. You know what I was gonna say to you? We talked about this on when we was reviewing it last year with Lamont, when they was talking about, I said they could really transition this. We mentioned it 2 years ago, bringing Frank Lucas in. And
they definitely could do that.
I believe, because how can I say it? We know Bumpy's time is coming to an end.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Because he died in 1968.
And that's where we almost are now.
And we almost because we right almost there, because Malcolm also got taken out in 68. Mm-hmm. No, 60. No, Malcolm got taken out in 65. Dr. King got taken out in 68. Well, something around like that. I know he was gone right before Dr. King.
I know my mother was.
And Dr. King was. I know Dr. King, because that was April 4th, 68. That I remember, because that's my sister's birthday. That's how I remember.
My mother was pregnant with me when that was going on.
I want to say something about that interaction with Chance and Bumpy.
Chance go ahead.
You ain't got to jump off a cliff to prove you ain't scared of heights. I love that line.
Yes. Right.
I was like, that's a fact. He ain't lied with that at all.
Yeah. He was dropping gems.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Chance is the best. I really like him. To give it, I'm not ready. I know I say this even with Raising Kanan. I know at some point the people that you like is going to go to jail or something's going to happen. But I like Chance so much on here. I want him to last as long as possible. And I just think it's too soon to take him out yet for me. I want to see at least one more season before he go, but
I don't know.
But I don't know, because if you're gonna move the story along, Tamika, and we gotta somebody got to go. If you're gonna keep,
we'll see. He might survive this. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, he goes to
be honest, when Frank walked up on him with that hammer to the back of his head, I thought he was about to take him out right then and there. But
me too. I screamed. No, we getting there. We almost there, because we're at an hour now. So I'm gonna try to move it on. We almost there, because when he left, he didn't stay with Pettigrew and Chance, because he went to go meet with Stella and race his ass Pino, and what was he telling them? What was just trying to make a deal with them, right? To try to work together.
Yeah, he was letting them know like Chen would take this deal. He always worked good with me because he knew that I kept it real. Because they was like, yeah, the one that my father that hates you basically started saying is like, yeah, he hates me now because of the situation, but at the end of
he
the
trusts
day,
me,
you
and he
can't
knows I don't
deny.
think.
Yeah,
He know I don't lie, and right, and
Mhm.
right. So, but Pino, he just not trying to listen to nothing. You notice that he keeps looking at Stella. Stella and him look at each other. They ain't paying Pino no attention.
But yeah.
Do y'all think they're gonna push him back in the fold now that this is going south? Because remember, he had him exiled to Florida.
Possibility.
If they bring him back, that means the Five family's gonna know all about the casino and they're gonna want to cut too.
It could be because at this point, for what Bumpy going through, he might as well have still been dealing with Chen. He moved Chen out the way to make shit easier for him, but he's still going through bull crap.
Yeah,
right.
Columbo. Yeah, right. He should have put Chen on. I thought he was gonna put Chen on too, especially because the way he asked him, and he came back and took a cut. Like, when he not like, look, I'm not gonna take that much, but you gotta let us get down with it. But I feel like if he would have let him get down with it, then the rest of them would have had their hands out. So I get where he was going with it, and I understand.
Want no parts of it, but he definitely, if he had to choose between Chen and Columbo, I'm sure he would rather Chen because him and Columbo never had no respect for each other. Even though Columbo tried to say in this episode, "Oh, I respect you," no, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So he barely respect Frank.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, here they
using him as a pawn.
He definitely using him as a pawn. He don't give a damn about Frank. No, none of them do. Stella don't. None of them do. But I think Frank is not that dumb. He knows he. I don't think he's that dumb. He knows that they using him. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna use them back in return. So.
He told Columbo at one point, "I ain't no house ninja."
Right.
But I felt like, oh God, I get it and what they were trying to do, but at least over here volunteering her Hetty Spry. I
know the dynamite. I was like,
yeah, but they was gonna rob the spot.
Yeah, they was trying to rob. She was
like, "You don't gotta rob it. I could just walk in there and take it."
No. First, they didn't know nothing about her father.
No, there was another spot.
No, they was trying to do something else, but then she said, "Well, I know about where we can get some explosive."
Right.
Or she said, technically, it's a exterminating place, but they have I guess explosives there, and I guess I don't know why they got explosives because unless you trying to get rid of them damn roaches and rats and shit, you need to have dynamite to get rid of it.
Right. And but I just was like, I don't want this to come back on Bumpy. That's what I'm thinking about. And I feel like she about to get caught up. I was just like, Elise.
I don't think Elise should have did this either, Brandon. I don't think so. But she volunteered this, and and you stealing from your father and all that. It's just, she don't think it's gonna come back on her, but it will. It will. And then this is what we just talked about Frank. They using Frank. Frank is going to end up using them as well. And here go Pino with his races. He's talking about, I'm now we're not women up, we're not all women up in here. All this, okay. He was just right. He calling him an N-word right in his face. And I don't have nothing good to say about Pino. So
Pino's days is number. Somebody's using.
I think Frank might do like what he did to Cowboy Nick. I don't want to say it on here.
Somebody using perfect penmanship to write out his toe tag.
Right. He might be in the cement. He might be in the cement. Right. And this is where he was laying up in the bed with Aisha. I don't know what her name is on the show, but
I can't believe that call. I couldn't figure it out. I usually be picking people's out pretty good,
Well, with the Sadiq character, I didn't know, and my son has said, Oh, you know that's homeboy from Power Book 2. Noma's man. I said
I told y'all that
what?
last week. That was
No, but
old.
no, I mean my son had said it before we had even went live. I was watching it, before we had went live, and he mentioned it, and that was like, damn, I ain't even put two and two together because I just wasn't even paying him no attention. I had forgotten all about that guy. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I
I put
recognized
two
him, but I
together
couldn't
right
remember
away.
his name.
I was like, that's Obi.
Obi,
Only
yeah, I
thing
couldn't
was
remember his
missing was
name.
the accent.
Right. Yeah, he trying to have a Memphis. He said on the show
And
he
he
from
looked
Memphis.
better in here too than he did on there.
Yeah, he did. Right. Well, this is when he said he knows that he pretty much knows that Pino is just trying to play trying to play gangster and all this kind of stuff. He's not taking Pino serious. That's why he laughs in his face. Pino was talking slick to him right here, talking about why you better watch yourself, this, that, I ain't even gonna say all the nasty stuff he's saying, but he's said Frank going to be the one that counsel Pino. It's written all over it's written all over your face. That's right. It's written all
especially if he catch up with Stella. If
I think I can see that. I don't know for a fact. We just throwing stuff on the wall so he would stick, but I can see that happening. I can see it happen.
If Stella and him get together and Pino see something, she gonna end up taking. They gonna do something, but it's gonna be difficult to take him out because he's a made man.
I know.
You guys see how this goes.
Well, he come back to Colombo because all this was a setup. Remember, this when they told him here they wanted him to go to Colombo, act like you want to work with him, so that he can get in the inside track of what's going on. So it's just
all Stella really gotta do, because Tom Colombo about to be at war anyway. Take Pino out and blame it on Colombo. Say he did it.
Yeah. And he already took out the union dude.
Right.
They might throw Colombo under the bus.
So now he putting him on the payroll to try to to work for him so he can take Bumpy and them down of this construction, because he just don't want Bumpy to have this construction. He don't want him to have this casino. So, I'm gonna have you work with my be with my guys to go over there and try to take them out. Like it was this whole thing was just a setup.
Yeah.
And this is when we got this James Baldwin thing, and everything he was saying. If y'all really listen to his speech, he really was making sense on a lot of stuff he said.
But I don't know why Mamie thought that he really was going to go in there and say some rainbows, sunshine and rainbows, soulful stuff. She's talking about this is a disaster, and holding her head down and everything. And I'm like, girl, Baldwin was not about to sit here and play around and do what these ladies want him to do. He ain't gonna have no white woman telling him what he can and can't say and what he should be talking about just because you want to sit here and play the damn game with them to get your status where you trying to get it to. I get playing the game. Yes, we all have to play the games in certain ways, but to me, she's going just above and beyond and a little too damn far, because at the end of the day, these women can promise you anything. That don't mean they're gonna come through with it.
Right, exactly. Oh, and real quick, I want to shout out to She's Always Late for the $5 cash app. I appreciate you so much. So yeah, we gotta have some put some tip in the jar, because I gotta keep the furnace going. The coal and wood and all, and kerosene and gasoline to keep this furnace going. So and stuff costs. So, I appreciate that.
I appreciate what is this? That was funny.
I know, because I know they thought that he was gonna go in there and say something. They should know who he is by now. They friends with him. They know that he speaks his mind. And so why did they think that he was gonna go in there and be timid to these white women? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't nothing but a bunch of racist white women who think that black people are like pets or something. So they
Yeah.
love it, and they end up loving it. They say, "Oh,
Yeah.
it was so
Oh, it
profound. It
was
was so
wonderful.
wonderful."
It was
Mm-hmm.
so fulfilling.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like they
Mm.
got a fetish.
It's a
Yup.
that's the right word for it, a fetish. It is
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
definitely a fetish. Yeah, that's the
Mm-hmm.
right word for it. Yep. Um, but he went in because she initially told Bumpy, "Look, you going with me to this thing," because he wasn't gonna go. But it's a good
Yeah,
thing
he
Bumpy
forgot
wasn't
all
there.
about it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but he what was he gonna be at the thing with Chance and them?
Yeah, he was supposed to go with them, and he was like, "I got business. I can't miss this today. It's important." She said, "My thing is important too. What the hell are you talking about?"
But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is it important? I mean, I'm not saying it's not because we're talking about the
Mm-hmm.
arts, and I don't want to make it like that's not important. But really, to me, she seems like a bored housewife, ain't got nothing to do. Maybe really ain't got nothing to do. She don't got like a job or nothing. I mean, what is she doing?
Drinking martinis.
They're doing it. Margaret taking care of her damn self. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
she ain't Margaret in school all day. Elise ain't there. Bumpy out doing his thing. What is she really doing? So she really is a bored housewife. She don't have nothing to do.
You know what
Um,
pissed me off with
but she did say, I agree, Brandon. She did say Bumpy's life, and Bumpy don't even know it because had Bumpy been there, he might have gotten shot.
oh heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's
He
an old
told
man now. He can't move fast like that.
Mm-mm.
He's an old man. You know what I'm saying? So he don't even know it that she saved his life though. But go ahead, Mooch. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you know what pissed me off with I know it's because I'm revisiting it because we didn't really talk about when she damn, I can't get it out.
Well,
You know,
Mamie.
yeah, with not even with Mamie, it's with Elise, with her telling Mary about her father. Like, why even mention it?
Oh, yeah, I know. I
She
don't
was
know.
like, I don't know him. That's not my father. Bumpy is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I
I
have
don't know
no
why she meant it.
sympathy for this dude. And this is
I
probably
mean,
the
she ain't
worst
know
thing
that
I
she
have
didn't know
ever brought
Margaret didn't
up.
know the man, so why even bring it up? You know.
Exactly. I was wondering why
But then
was
again,
she
but wait a
like
minute, Mooch. But maybe you would want to know, especially when you get older, about your biological father. If you find out your father is not your real father and you have a biological father, you might want to know who it is, even though that man didn't raise you and this man did. So maybe that's why Elise told her, just to let her
I
know.
it, but it just was like,
Yeah, I think it
okay.
was more just about her being in her feelings because of what happened. Because it's like you're telling her who her real father was, and then 2.5 seconds after that, you like he dead, but you can't also mention that you the one that made him dead.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing is she
yeah.
didn't mention to Margaret that she unalived the man. You
You
Mhm.
know,
know,
what's his name, Reggie or whatever his name was. She did Ronnie. She didn't mention that she unalived Ronnie, even though it was self defense. But she didn't mention that. She just said he died.
mm-hmm.
So, um, you you would have cursed her out. But anyway, so this is
Hey,
when
West Coast Barbara.
hey, West Coast Barbara, how you doing?
Hi, I ain't seen
Um,
you in a while.
yeah, it's just the time difference. She had 3 hours behind us, so sometimes we can't catch up with each other sometimes. But she's
Yeah.
still here. She's still here for us. She's still here with us. Make sure you join us, Barbara, if you can, for the in the Discord
Watch
for the
party.
watch party. Yeah, the season finale. And we're gonna talk about that then. We wrapped up because we almost at the end of this thing. So she goes and they go to her father Bumpy's place where his little warehouse place, and she steals the dynamite. Tell this guy. Oh, she said, "Well, we coming to pick up something. Ain't nobody tell me nobody coming to pick nothing up." She said, "Well, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you." I'm like, "Oh
Yeah,
Lord."
she trying to get cute. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
once he mentioned to Bumpy that her ass went there and picked up a box that he don't know nothing about, And then she over here, oh, you want to try it out now? We just throwing these damn dynamite try. Like I said, I'm sorry, but I would not be a part of this. I ain't messing with nothing kaboom nowhere.
Yeah.
They running laughing.
Oh, okay. She won't be able to catch us on the Discord. Yeah, because it is, late at night and people got to get them go to work the next day. I always watch you guys on the replay. Oh yeah, that's fine. Look, hey, we appreciate you regardless, even if it's a replay. Look,
so those be the best ones because that's where you get the good comments from.
Yeah, because Bobby leaves me comments too. Yeah, Brandon said I'm with Tamika on that. Yeah, and then they threw that that dynamite and said boom, you know what I'm saying? And they haul ass and start running. So look, you gotta be careful that dynamite because it might blow up in your face if you don't throw it fast enough.
Take one of your damn fingers off.
Yeah, if you don't throw it fast enough, it will blow up in your own face. So I don't play with dynamite and stuff like that. I don't even really fool with firecrackers really like that. So I don't be getting down with that stuff. So this is when we getting ready to have the little pow shootout going on. They talking to the old dude. I cannot remember his name now, who replaced Big Earl. And they said, well, where's Bumpy? Oh, he's at a book reading. And they just sitting there laughing. They just having, they didn't think nothing bad was going to happen. They just thought they was getting ready to,
it was going to be a smooth sailing problem.
A smooth, transition type. And they did not see nothing coming. And all of a sudden, they sitting there laughing and joking. And pew, old man got shot in the chest. And they came from all sides. People, this was Columbo's guys, right?
Yeah, because the Frank Raggedy, he went there and asked for protection because he said, after I give you this information, then telling them going to be after me. Oh, this pissed me off so bad.
It definitely pissed me off. I mean, but Chance, he was smart. He was under the truck. He got 2 of them on the legs. Pew took some of them. He took a bunch of people. And Pettigrew was smart when he grabbed that one guy and used him as a shield. He grabbed this one big guy and used him as a shield. And that was cool. Thank you, Brandon. And they did the best they could. It was just the 2 of them. Yeah, it was just the 2 of them. They ain't had no muscle outside the old man, and he wasn't really muscle. He got. I don't think he died though. He got shot in the chest, but I'm not sure if he died. He might have because he slumped over. So all I know is Chance. What's his name? Frank put a pistol, a pow behind Chance's head. And I'm screaming at my TV. I'm thinking, oh my God, don't do it. I said, don't do it. I was going to scream if he was taken out like that. But they kidnapped him and put him in the car. And they're going to beat him up though. I don't know if they're going to unalive him, but he definitely going to get beat up. They're going to try to get him to talk.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope they don't take him out. So then Pettigrew goes and he knew what Bumpy was, and he gonna make me as soon as he come down the step. What are you doing up in here? Because she doesn't want none of that thug life around these little white people. Mamie gets on my nerve, and she, Mamie gets on my nerve because she didn't want. Soon as she saw it, that's how I knew his name was Nate because she said, "Oh, this is one of Bumpy's drivers, Nate Pettigrew." And
giving his whole government name.
I know she, because she don't want this white woman to think nothing that
he's trying to make it like it's a professional thing. Oh, he's his driver, but at the end of the day, obviously, if he's coming down there, it's something important. He wouldn't be back there if it wasn't something that was important that happened.
Well, when he told him it's an emergency, he said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "It's Chance." And that's all he said. And all we saw was Bumpy's face because Chance and him is close. And you know something, y'all? I'm getting upset now. Chance might be gone, y'all, because the last 2-3 episodes, Chance has been talking to Bumpy. They've been talking about how they've been lifelong friends since childhood. They grew up together. They've been knowing each other forever. Oh my God. Chance might be gone. I'm just thinking, I'm getting upset already.
Right.
Chance might be gone. Oh, if he gone, y'all might have to do it. We're gonna have to do a repass for Chance. Chance been solid since season 1.
Yeah, he has.
Oh my God.
And he's been sort of his consigliere too, where he tell him, look, I don't think this is a good idea. I think we should you know,
but he's always got his back. Even when Bumpy is wrong, he still got Bumpy back.
Yeah, and I think this is gonna be detrimental to him this time, y'all.
Maybe he was aggravating in this episode, right? I wish he would just stop, you know. Acting brand new, she needs to stop it. Yeah, I mean, them white people gonna turn on Mamie. She gonna see the truth. She all up in their face. She know they racist and everything, but she's still trying. I know she's trying to get something from them, so I know she's trying to do what she got to get what she want. But you know, but still, like, it's just sometimes like you make yourself look ridiculous after a while, you know. Let me say, well, she's trying to clean up Bumpy's image so he can access the funding. Is that well, she's trying to she wants his image cleaned up so that she can be into this, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, she wants to be part of, like, remember what was it, season 1, season 2? She was trying to be into the political thing, and then she was now it's the arts and stuff with, you know, in Harlem and highlighting the art. Look, I'm not saying what she's doing is anything that's wrong as far as it's just the way she going about it. It's just irritating me, you know. Like, you're sitting there and letting people call James Baldwin a chocolate frog right in your face. You ain't chocolate, but I understand this is, you know, I don't know, but she's on my nerves. But yeah, y'all, I think I really think that he could be gone. I hope not. Oh my God.
I've been saying that from the beginning. One of them have to go for Frank to make his way in. And I'm curious to see how he's gonna make his way in, because right now all he's doing is making more and more enemies. So I want to see how they're gonna really, you know, tell this story and break it down to a point where he comes in. The only way I could see that happening is if he says Bumpy. I don't see no other way around.
I really hope not, Eve. I really hope he's not gone, but I could see it because of the fact.
And his last words to Bumpy was like,
you don't have to jump off the cliff.
He was telling him, like, you could back out if you want to. He said, "Nah, I'm with you till the wheels fall off." Like,
he said that, and now I wonder if the wheels is falling off. Yeah,
I think this is going to be. Bumpy's going to regret this.
But we know Frank ain't getting taken out because we know because so that's the thing. See. Unless they rewriting history and everything, then we could take Frank out. But in the real life, we know that didn't happen like that. But this story is not all the way true to life, so they could rewrite the whole thing.
I mean, they change things around, but I feel like they kind of stick to stuff that happened in history too. So
yeah, it's like a little bit. It's like a little bit. They sprinkle a little bit of truth and a little bit of Hollywood. That's how they doing it. So, but we know they're not going to take out Frank, but Frank should go. After what he just did, yeah, Frank should go. Unless he does something to try to save Chance and save Bumpy and all that. Unless he does something to get in Bumpy's good graces.
I hope so.
I don't know. But this is a good episode. And y'all, the next episode, I sent it to Tamika. Episode 6, that damn bitch, Olympia Gigante is back. The stepmama. I thought we had underlined
I thought he choked her out.
No, she back. I sent the screenshot to Tamika with the picture. And in the description.
Why you ain't
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you too. I don't know why I ain't sending you. I just sent it to Tamika.
He choked her.
That's
though.
what I remember. I'm like, how the hell is she still alive?
No.
I thought he took her out.
Let me see if I can pull this pull
That's
it up
what
here.
I remembered, Moochie.
You
I'm
sure
like, I
it's
could
her? You
swear
sure
he
it
took
ain't
Okay,
her.
wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all don't hang up, y'all. Wait, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Wait a minute.
I ain't hanging up.
Yeah, D-Shay, I thought she was taking a damn dirt nap too. I'm like, why the hell she
Yeah,
come back to life?
Chick choking.
Back
out.
to life.
I
Back
know.
to
Like
Yeah.
this one.
I know. I thought she was dead too. I was shocked when I saw. Wait a minute.
He was choking her. It looked like he was choking her when he was shaking his own hand. I'm just saying, like that's how tight he was choking her.
Okay, wait a minute. Godfather of Harlem. Wait a minute.
Looked like he was shaking his own hand the way he was choking her.
Wait a minute. Let me get to the thing. Where the okay, seasons.
Oh, okay. Brandon said he told her to leave and get
well,
out.
I'm trying to pull it. I'm gonna share
I
the
didn't
screen.
remember that part, but I guess
I put the book in the chat too. I put the book in. The book is showing it in the thing if you want to share it too, so they can see it.
Oh, look, come on, computer. I can season 4.
You got this.
No, guys, y'all just be patient with me.
We are.
Yeah, she worked my damn nerve. Episodes. Okay, here we go. Episode. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I got it now. Bam. Share the screen. Bam. Shit. Y'all see that?
Hold up.
Yeah, it's called. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go. Oh, let me go. Come on.
That's not her.
That was the stepmom.
Let me bring it closer.
Okay, and this say right here, Bumpy suffers a heart attack. This was for episode 6, y'all. It's called The Visit. The description says Bumpy suffers a heart attack and has visions of Malcolm in the hospital. He's forced to negotiate with Columbo for Chance's safe return. And then it says Elise and Sadiq discover a rat in the Panthers. And then it says Olympia Gigante returned to get vengeance.
Okay, do y'all think Ghostface is the rat?
That was her.
Do y'all think Ghostface is the rat? I don't care about her.
I don't care about her either. I was just surprised to see this bitch back. I said, "Will, why this bitch is back?"
Because remember, she was messing with him. You know who that is? That's the one I had in my first intro.
Yeah, that's the one who got his fingers chopped off. Yeah. Yeah, so Bumpy gonna have a heart attack, y'all, and gonna end up in the hospital. Yeah. And then and so now he gotta negotiate with Columbo to get Chance back. So Chance might not be gone. Maybe Chance might not be gone, but I'm still worried either way. And then Elise and Sadiq discover a rat in the Panthers. They could be, because they did infiltrate the Panthers. They infiltrated all these groups back in the day, and they still doing it now too. So it was a lot of people who were informants all through these civil rights groups, the Panthers, everybody. So, and it could be that Ghostface dude. Hey, it could be. It could be. And they're talking about she's coming back to get vengeance. So going to get vengeance on Stella probably, because Stella's the one who, Stella should take her out. RC.
I hope Stella do take her out. She can't stand her anyway. I hope she give her 2 hot ones.
right. And throw some marinara sauce on top of it.
With a side of garlic bread.
Right. Right. Right.
Let me get 2 hot ones with some marinara sauce and a side of garlic bread.
Right. And a salad.
With oil and vinegar.
Listen, I actually think that Sadiq is the rat. But okay, that could be they said when they discover there's a rat, they don't say who it is. So he could actually be the rat. You know something? Because he is a little bit too friendly, all up in her face and everything. He could be the rat. Maybe she discovered that he the rat and take
I
him
don't
out.
trust no
I
damn
could see
body.
her taking him out.
I don't even.
She'll use a blade just like her damn daddy. Okay.
Yeah, Stella definitely should take her out. What vengeance does she need to come back for, girl? Bye.
You somebody at your school, you gonna ask the school librarian if they got a SATA book. Child, they probably ain't got that book in no school. You know they try to remove
you
all the
gotta
black
order
books
that,
in the
honey. They barely want any damn books in the freaking schools.
I know. Look, she always late. Watch the episode of Abbott Elementary when they talked about removing books out of school. That was a funny episode, but it was so true.
Yeah,
it was a
funny
episode, but real
everything
true.
out.
They tried to remove all the books out the school if it's about anything, especially if it got to do with us, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Your local library might have it, but your school library, I don't know. In real life, Buffy, he did have a heart attack. So we know at some point he gonna die. So he's not gonna die in this episode, but he's gonna have a heart. So he was probably the first heart attack before, you know.
I think this is how Bumpy gonna end up. Frank gonna end up becoming his driver, cause they gonna negotiate all of that stuff, and he gonna keep him close now and take him under his wing.
Well, episodes.
What else I had a question about? Do y'all think that Pettigrew is gonna try to get with if Pettigrew is gonna try to get with Frank Lucas and sell the Doogie, and then Bumpy be mad at that? What's y'all thoughts about that?
You know, he keep talking. Me and Tamika talked about that. He keep on mentioning how much money they losing by not selling the junk. So
yeah, he brought it up a couple different times, but I don't think he liked Frank, so I don't know if he would team up.
Yeah, he don't like Frank. No, he really want to take Frank out of here, but he know he can't because Bumpy don't want him. Didn't want him to. So.
And he probably want to take him out even more now that they came into Chance.
Yeah, because of Chance, right?
I don't know. You never know though. He definitely been acting like he thirsty.
To pay Columbo a tax. So he probably is going to have, Columbo is probably going to get a piece of that club. Damn.
Yeah.
He had to negotiate probably to get Chance back. That's probably was negotiated.
Yeah, that's why they holding on to Chance.
The bait and switch type of thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, so Chance might not be gone then. Chance might not be gone.
I want them to take Columbo out so he get on my damn nerves.
And he ended up getting taken out in real life. He got gunned down in the streets. Yeah. I saw a documentary about him. His own people turned on him. They got tired of him. His own people, his own Italians, they got tired of him. Episode 8, we got that Fred Schwab dude back again. And he returns to sue Bumpy for the ownership of Club St. Clair. But this time he's backed by the whole Italian mob. Damn. Bumpy gonna lose the club. Bumpy gonna probably lose that club.
So they gonna backdoor dude.
And then the Panthers gonna intervene when Delia's son is drafted to Vietnam. So they probably gonna get involved with that.
Say that again.
It said, what did it say here? Panthers intervene when it's a Dahlia. I don't know how you pronounce it. Son is drafted to Vietnam. That's the waitress chick.
That's the waitress son. That's the young.
Yeah, remember she had another son. She had a young son. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he getting drafted to Vietnam. So the Panthers are gonna intervene and probably help her out with stopping him from going over to Vietnam. You know, at this time they was drafting black men left and right. You know, I mean white men too. I'm not gonna say they wasn't drafted, but you know, they was taking us off the street, you know, left and right. And and then they came back home, couldn't get no damn job, or they come back on drugs or crazy mental health problems. Some of them still messed up from that Vietnam to this day.
Yep.
In episode 9, it said without the St. Clair. Oh, so Bumpy done lost it. By episode 9, he done lost to St. Clair.
Oh my goodness, you going too far ahead where I'm just getting pissed off.
I'm just reading what the description says.
Yeah, I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah. Oh, say Omar. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Omar in episode 9. Omar's gonna get the name of one of Malcolm's shooters, and the Panthers gonna investigate. Okay, maybe it's gonna get juicy by that time. By episode, yeah. Well, I done went this far. Let me see what description for 10 is.
You know what? Here you go.
Yeah, I might as well. I might as well get to the end then. Let's say, well, we don't know what happened. We just reading description. And it's an attack on Bumpy's family forces him to team up with unlikely allies to retaliate against Joe Colombo. Unlikely allies. Unlikely
the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Yeah, because he said. Yeah, he did say he didn't like them. Yeah. Margaret stays with Elise and the Panthers and helps Jerome. Who the hell is Jerome? Oh, Jerome is Dahlia's son. Yeah. The waitress son. Yeah, that's Jerome. Right. Yeah. Pino betrays Stella. We see that coming. We see that because he can't stand Stella. And Colombo plans a civil rights rally in Central Park. Child, the rest of the season gonna be kind of good. So we I'm here for it. I'm here, to see how it's all gonna play itself out. So what these comments was talking about, because I was reading the descriptions. I ain't see the comments. It wasn't his idea to blow up the police station. Okay. Oh, okay, Tamika. Okay, yeah, we wrapping up now anyway. We got sidetracked when I started, but
it was just fun reading ahead.
Yeah, we going on. Oh, whose birthday? Happy birthday! Whose birthday?
It's
Daria's
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. There's the book too. If you see it,
okay. And Brandon's gone to bed too. Good night. We all going to bed. Okay, wait a minute. Let me where's I want to put it up here one more time. Where is it at? How far back is it, Moochie? Wait a minute.
I put a picture up of the book. See it?
Oh, shit. I'm not been looking in the thing. Okay, that's the book. She Always Late. That's the book. You could probably find it in like a local library, or you go to a bookstore.
Sure,
it's a real good read.
Yeah.
It's a real good read. They got it in hardback and paperback. So you can order off Amazon or wherever you get your books and stuff. And I think it might be on Audible where you can listen to the book too. So. Yeah, you probably can do that too. So
you put me onto that. You and my sister with listening to stuff.
I love. Yeah, that's how I actually be getting through books now, because I listen to Will Smith book. I listen to because if not, I ain't got time to sit and read. I'll read a couple pages and then I be fell asleep. So I can listen to them while I'm working or while I'm doing stuff right. So, Dara, have a great birthday. Enjoy yourself. Wishing you many, many blessings, and you're always supporting everybody. So,
yes,
yeah. So we love you.
She's been around since I started my YouTube channel.
Right. Ever since I can.
And not for nothing, Inga was one of my day ones too. So
I'm still here.
Yup,
I'm still here. They ain't got rid of me yet. I'm still here. You say you like to feel books in your hand. I do too. Only reason I do Audible, because I know sometimes I want to get through a book and I ain't got time to read it. But I actually like having the book and going through the pages, So I actually like having. But I got a whole bookcase here with lots of books on it. So some of them I ain't even finished reading yet. So, all right, y'all. Well, Moochie, I know you just did your Raising
Trailer
Canaan
breakdown.
trailer breakdown. I'm gonna watch it because I should actually see it here on my TV, so I'm gonna look at it.
If they drop any previews for Godfather of Harlem, I'll come back with that, y'all.
Okay, yeah, we do. They've been doing. They haven't really been showing any trailers or anything. They've been keeping it
They've
close to
been
the
really
chest.
tight-lipped with their stuff.
Right, no pictures or anything. They don't do like Power where they, and BMF where they just drop everything. So
they was at one time because I used to do the trailer breakdown for.
I know, but they haven't this time around. Yeah,
they
and you said you love the adult conversations. Yeah, well, that's what I like to look. This is for 18 and over here. Okay, really, I want to say 21 and over here. So, because it's not for the kids. So, because I don't know what I may say out my mouth at any given time. So, but say, and then let me see. Thursday, PG and I are supposed to get together. And I'll probably send you the link, Moochie, if you're available on Thursday. That we're just gonna talk about the what we expect for the season finale. So
Raising Canaan?
For Raising Canaan, yeah. Sorry, for Raising Canaan, yeah. So we doing that at 6:05 till Thursday.
Okay,
yeah, Thursday 6:05.
I should be able to do it.
Yeah, so I'll send you the link, and you can come up and talk with us. We did it for the last 3 or 4 episodes in a row. So I told us, well, we might as well finish it out and do the last one, and just give our thoughts and breakdown and all that kind of stuff. We just be coming up with stuff. Half the stuff don't even it ain't real, but that's we just make fun of it. So and then we got the the Discord, the watch party. So we gotta be rested up and have our snacks and our drink and be ready to sit there and watch this good episode at the end. So, and Tamika is gone because I think she had to go on. So but Tamika, just follow her. Make sure everybody in here subscribe to Tamika. Make sure y'all just keep up what she got going on because she usually got Love at the Lockup, and she got some other stuff going on with the other ladies, the other crew. So, but that's about it for tonight, y'all. And we stayed up here longer than we had planned, but we had good conversation. And we will see y'all on the next one. So next Tuesday, same time, same place, like 9:15. We're gonna talk about the next episode, Godfather of Harlem. So y'all have a good night and happy birthday again, Dara.